But I wanted to go live before it got too dark in here. So I guess we're just going to hang out for a little bit. So some of you guys might be wondering why I went live early tonight, and that's because Jason Crocker is going live tonight at 7 o'clock, and I don't want to compete with him because it does my channel no good to go live while he's live. And he said that he's going to be having possibly some special guests on tonight, so you guys probably want to check that out too. But anyways, here I am. Got 2 people in here. Awesome. Go to live chat. There we go. Got 1 thumbs up. Got 3 people in here. What's up? I know I'm early, guys. But Crocker's is going live tonight, so I wanted to go live. Dana LaFell, what's up, man? How you doing? Long time no see. Rebecca Davis, Touched by Yarn. Hi, David. I hope you get your package. Well, I hope I do too. I haven't got anything today. My wife got some mail today. I don't know what it is, but let's see. Julie, hi, Stan. Oh, do we get a sneak peek at the wood you were working on? A sneak peek. I put a video out on that already, so if you guys haven't seen the video of me making this right here, you need to go check that video out. I need to repaint the red on here. I want it to be a little brighter like this right here. Funny thing is, that right there, I was trying to finish out the video, and somehow I smeared that white paint while it was still wet, and so I had to touch that up with some red. But I'm going to repaint all the red right here and make it a little more high gloss like that right there is. So yeah, there's that. It still has to have clear coat put on it, and I got to put some keyhole slots in the back of it so it can be hung up. And I'm going to see if I still have some of that hanging chain and some eyelets or something. I'll see if I can send something like that with it. My mom said she had to wait on the ads. You don't have to worry about watching the ads. Not on my live. Hardly no one watches that. But if you go back and watch through them, that's cool. I just like it when people watch through the ads on my regular videos. Dana LaFell said, I'm good. I watch, just don't comment much. Yeah. Man, it was really cool getting to hang out with you at the meetup, both meetups. I really feel like I got to hang out with you quite a bit more and talk to you and stuff at that the homesteading. What was that? The Missouri Homesteaders meetup. You still got that drone, man? I hope you've learned how to fly it. I love my drone. I've had a blast with it. I actually had it out today, flying it around a little bit. Not really trying to make any video or anything, but I might put some of that out there. I was just like, man, you know what? It's snowed out. We've got a bunch of snow here, and I need to take the drone up and get a little bit of footage. What's up, Chrissy? Hey, Chrissy's in here. Paragon Red Ranch. I can't even talk today. But yeah, I'm going live early tonight because the Crockers is going live at 7. And I told them, I said, look, if you guys want to go live, if you can put a video out or something and let me know ahead of time, I'm not going to compete with you. Because another reason is I like watching the Crockers. So I hate it when they go live when I'm live, because then I end up missing out on it. So I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go live a little bit early tonight and hang out with you guys. So super awesome to see you in here, Chrissy. I got to go check out your son's video. I seen he put a video out today. I got a notification. I just haven't had a chance to go check that out. But before it gets too dark, let me show you guys around in the bus here a little bit. See if I can make it not too shaky here. But so we've been getting some insulation put in. right here, this window and that window right there, that window is where the composting toilet's going to be, so you'll still have a, I don't know, about a shoulder height window right there where the toilet will be, and then you got the emergency escape hatch. We know how important that is, right? And today I got some insulation here on the fender wells. I went and picked up some liquid nail and got that stuff glued on there. So that's been half a day ordeal right there. But yeah, I've been getting insulation in here. And then this right here, got double insulation here, and then this extra thick piece here. This is beside where the water tank is going to be and the bed. So I wanted that a little extra insulated. And then right behind me, oh, I'm slipping around, water on the floor here. This right here, I did have that completely covered in insulation yesterday, and I got to thinking about it, and I said, you know what, I'm wanting to put a desk right here to where I can do my editing and stuff right there, and I want to be able to have a cross breeze through here in the summertime, so I went ahead and opened that back up, but left the insulation down below, as you can see. And if you guys are wondering, these are the little plastic tabs. It's kind of like what you would see on a side-by-side or a four-wheeler that holds the plastic fender pieces on or whatever. And they look like this right here. They're fairly cheap. They're I think it's $12.95 for 120 or so. And then you got this little tool right here that you use to actually pry this part right here up, and that's how you can remove them. So, Chrissy said, looks great. We got Redbird Farm in here. What's up? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad all you guys are hopping in here early. Looks like I got a message from Joy Bless Life up there. Sorry, guys, I can't click on it just yet. Hopefully it's not like a pressing question. I hope Joy Bless Life, I don't know if you guys are into live or not, but hope you got that diesel heater figured out. My diesel heater today, it was giving me fits. I shut it off all day yesterday, and then I fired it up again today, and there was air in the line for some reason. So I had to bleed the lines again, and it fired back up, and I've just left it running. I think I'll just turn it down so it doesn't burn as much fuel tonight, and just let it keep running. That way we can try to get the snow and ice off the roof here. So we got about, I want to say it's about 8 inches of snow today, and so I spent most of the day today, got out this morning, cleaned off my pickup, because what? Chrissy Shulin said something about she got timed out. Hang on, guys. Well, that's messed up. I think I'm about ready to get rid of every moderator that I have. If somebody in here put my mom and Chrissy Shulin in timeout, I will find out, and I will blast you all over the internet. There's no reason to put my mom or Chrissy in timeout. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Matter of fact, when I get done with this live, I'm not going to have any moderators anymore. I'm getting rid of every moderator that I got, and I'm just going to go through one at a time from now on. I'll put a few trusted people in there, people that I can truly trust, but somebody, I don't see it in here, but I don't know. Redbird Farms at YouTube has been doing it. Yeah, I sure hope that it's not a moderator. I've gotten rid of a few moderators, and then one of them or two of them I've let back in there, and things started happening again. So I don't understand all this. There's JB Conway. Said howdy and hello, blessings to all. Check it out, JB. Yeah, that's pretty good size right there. I don't know how wide that is. Probably 2.5 to 3 foot wide. Redbird said nobody has timed anybody out. It's YouTube. They've been doing it to everybody's live. Man, that's not cool at all, because they've been doing it to my mom like big time. And like Chrissy is like practically like a second mom. Okay, like nothing makes me more angry as to when someone like that gets timed out on my channel. I mean, she's never said anything bad on my channel. I never would either. That just, it irks me. And the weird thing is, like, I've made my mom a moderator, and last time she was like timed out or whatever, she couldn't comment or nothing. After, like, she made one comment or something on the one before that, and then boom, she couldn't comment no more. And so I actually done a private live with my mom, and she was able to comment the whole time. I was like, that's kind of weird. So I don't know what's up with YouTube. Yeah, see, my mom's still in there. That's awesome. Gene Ackland said, hey, I think y'all have more snow than we've gotten all this season. Stay warm and safe, southern Minnesota. My husband used to heat up his shop with an oil furnace. Cool. Yeah, I used to work at a place where we had we used waste oil from all of our semi trucks. That's how we heated the shop. I used to work in the shop. I wasn't just a truck driver or a heavy equipment operator. I was kind of like a do everything kind of person. I would haul big heavy equipment out to like Guyman, Oklahoma, and I'd tear down a grain elevator out there all by myself. I'd go out there, tear it down, separate it out, haul off the scrap metal, haul off any concrete or anything like that. And usually I was like, my job was to find places like, when you're out. We had a big job in Hutchinson, Kansas, and that was my first job I went to when I worked for this company. It was a demolition company, and I got out there and I spent a couple months in Hutchinson, Kansas. We were tearing down an ADM grain elevator, a huge place, lots and lots of concrete. And if you know anything about Kansas, they don't have rock out there at all. They got to go a long ways to get rock, and we were hauling all the concrete off to the landfill and actually having to pay to get rid of all this concrete. And I was like, man, this just doesn't make any sense. Why aren't we making money off this concrete? We even had a rock crusher out there. We were trying to crush it all up and sell the rock, but we had so much rebar in there, it was causing a lot of downtime. And I got to searching around, and there was actually a screen plant not even a mile away. And we were spending all this time, hauling load after load of concrete for several miles across Hutchinson, Kansas to the landfill, and then paying to get rid of it. And I said, man, there's got to be a way we can get paid for this rock instead of paying somebody and get this job done quicker. And I found this screen plant that was really close by, and I called the guy up and I said, hey, are you interested in buying concrete? He goes, well, I can't buy a whole lot. And I said, well, what if it's a really, really good deal? And so we cut him a really, really, really good deal, and we started dumping that stuff, and we were able to haul about 4 times as many loads per day, and we got paid for the concrete. So the boss was super happy about that. And that's when I started doing jobs on my own. I would, because I could do it all, haul a excavator out, bulldozer, whatever I needed, tear stuff down, sort through it, haul off the scrap iron, get paid for that, haul off the concrete and stuff, get paid for that. So that was one of my most funnest jobs I ever done, because it was always something new. And then like in the winter time, when we weren't super busy out there doing demolition work, I'd be working in the shop, and I would stretch trucks, I would build like roll-off trucks, stuff like that. So that was a fun job. Let's see. JB Conway said, yes, I love it. Mama B has already said something about it already. Yes. Yeah, I'd done that short video yesterday, and I was like, man, I hope she doesn't see it. I was kind of wanting to keep it a secret until I had the video edited. And so I stayed up late last night editing the video, which I didn't do too good of a job on it. I wish I had done a little better, but it was getting late. It was probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was done. I wanted to go to bed. I was sitting there with the laptop, in bed. My wife was already asleep, and I'm sure it was bugging her. You know, I'm sitting there going through all this music and stuff, trying to figure out what I could put with it, and I ended up just kind of throwing something together just so I could get it done. Billy in North Carolina. Oh yeah, hello everybody. JB Conway, thank you, David. I do wish you would give me a call. I have some ideals for other projects. Oh, cool. JB, that the phone number that you sent me on that card, is that a cell phone? Because I sent you a picture of this plaque and I never got a response back, so I don't know if you got it or not. If you do have a cell phone number, you could send that to me. And I typically don't call people. Normally I'll just like text or something, because I know people are busy just like I am. I get a lot of people. Sometimes if I give my number out to the wrong person, they're calling me like all the freaking time. And it's like, just because they got my number, they feel like it's an open invitation just to call like all day long, at any time of the day. And I'm like, hey, I'm busy throughout the day, and a lot of times I'm recording with my phone, and then when you call, it kind of messes things up. So I appreciate it if people will text me first. Out of the Woods. Holy smokes. We got Nathan Elliott in here from Out of the Woods Forestry, guys. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy that has taught me so much about sawmilling is in here. I cannot believe that. What's up, Nathan? Oh man, that's awesome. You just made my day hopping into my live. But yeah, you guys wonder how I know so much about sawmilling and everything. It's that guy right there, Out of the Woods Forestry. I've watched him for so many years, and that's how I learned so much about a sawmill before I ever even bought a sawmill. I wanted one for years and years and years, and then I was finally able to make it happen. So that is really cool to see Nathan in here. Real good friend of mine. Man, that's super awesome. We got Tracy Jordan in here. Oh man, all the cool kids are in here. Susie Jacobson, what's up? Yeah, hopefully I won't be on here too awful long tonight. I want to be out of here by 7 o'clock because the Crockers is going live tonight. They're supposed to be, in their words, they said, you don't want to miss it. There'll be like some special guests, so that'll be super awesome. Let's see here. All right, Susie, you should be moderator now. Paragon Ridge Ranch, you're back. Yay! All right. Chrissy, you're now a mod. Hopefully they can't block you out no more. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. Awesome. Dadgum, 31 people in here. We're doing all right tonight, especially for going live early. I don't know if I'm like taking up someone else's time slot by going live at 6 o'clock, but I think I may just change my Friday night live to 6 p.m. I'm hoping it'll work out time-wise for me. I don't know. Sometimes the 6 o'clock seems a bit early, especially for me, because usually I work until the sun has went down, and then I start kind of popping into people's lives and stuff. Paragon Ridge Ranch said 31 in here and only 29 likes. Smash that like button. Come on. Smash it, people. Well, shoot dang. Look at that. Out of the Woods Forestry, 1999 super chat. Skoolie fun. Hope I spelt that right. Nope, it's Skoolie, I believe. But I know what you meant. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Uh, that'll definitely help quite a bit with getting stuff for the bus. I've got to start getting the cabinets finished out, and the coolest thing about that is actually that is white oak that I milled up when I first got my sawmill that I air dried right here in my own solar kiln. It's not really a solar kiln; it's more of a dehumidifier kiln. It's just a 20-foot shipping container. I sealed it up, kind of put some duct tape over the air holes in it, and then put a household dehumidifier in there and pull the moisture out. But I actually let that oak air dry for a little over a year before I ever even put it in the kiln. So that's the most awesome thing about the wood and stuff I'm using here is I cut the trees down, I hauled it here, I milled it up, I dried it, and then I'm making cabinetry out of it. And I am not a cabinet maker by no means. I'm just a kind of like a shade tree mechanic of woodworkers, if you want to call it that. I know a lot of people are like, man, you're an artist, you're really good at this and that. I am honestly in the world of woodworkers, I am still kind of a beginner, believe it or not. But yeah, super excited to see a lot of these people that are in here. It's awesome. Susie Jacobson said hello out of the woods. Yeah, you guys definitely should go check out Nathan, his videos. Like, he's done a lot of videos on like milling walnut and stuff, and I know he's like all the time saying, man, I don't know how many more videos I can do on milling walnut, but people just cannot get enough of it. When he splashes that water onto the slabs, man, I tell you what, it's like Christmas for me. I sit there and I look at that and I'm just like, oh man, that is so beautiful. And a lot of the wood that he mills up will be like there's some kind of story behind it. Like I remember this one log that came from a town. Believe it, something about that town, like there was a big fire in that town, and that log ended up coming back around and ended up at his mill, and he milled it up. So that was a really cool story behind that. Okay, show me where the kitchen is again. I love that picture I sent you. I made it. It made it so open. The kitchen? Yeah, I don't have much of a kitchen per se just yet. You can see right there is the sink counters. I'll see if I can walk back here. It's a mess in here because I've been cutting up all this insulation, getting it all fit in here. Try not to step on stuff. But all right, this is the front of the countertop or whatever. I'm going to try and put a live edge countertop on here. I'm not 100% sure which one I'm going to use. It might end up being elm. It could end up being silver maple. I've just got to go through the slabs and see what I've got that'll work on this. This right here is the spot that I've made the first door front for, and this is actually going to be where a trash can pulls out. Then you'll have your two doors right here, and then I'm going to have a silverware drawer, and then a small pantry right down below right here. And I changed things up a little bit. I think we're going to put the stove on the left-hand side right here. It may be backwards on the camera here because I'm using this rear-facing camera. I had originally planned on putting the stove over here behind the driver's seat, but I decided against that because I want to put a wood-burning stove in here. And so if I put a wood-burning stove in here, I want to have it in a central location in the bus, closer to the bathroom and the rear bedroom. And so this area right here, we're going to have the stove and then a wood-burning stove right in this area. And then the refrigerator is going up there behind the driver's seat. So that's the changes that I've made so far in the design build or whatever. Let me get caught up on the chat here. Roberta's Artistic Adventures. What's up? I seen you tag me in there. Seen that scrolling up through there, so I had to go back and check that. Redbird Farms. Hey, Chrissy, I'm sorry I didn't time you out. It's YouTube doing it again. You know I wouldn't do that. Roberta said, hello, Don Lee. Got Don Lee in here. Yeah, I mean, Redbird Farm, I can trust you. You're one of the ones that I can trust. And Don Lee, there's some others that I made moderators, and they're possibly in here, and I don't know for sure if I can truly trust them just yet. So I am going to go and take away moderator from a few, because last time everything was going smooth, and next thing I know, this person says, oh, I'm not a moderator anymore. I made him a moderator, and then next thing I know, my mom was getting blocked again. I don't know that they're actually timing you guys out that are getting timed out in here. I think what they're doing is they're clicking on you and reporting you, and that is what's getting you timed out by YouTube. So I hate to do it, but if this stuff keeps up, I'm gonna have to email YouTube and see what's going on with all that, and maybe they can give me some insight to it. And if there's somebody that is doing such things, I'm going to end up blocking them from the channel. Let's see. Central sounds like a good idea. Yeah, definitely. I definitely want a wood burning stove in here. I'm going to have to get another diesel heater, because what I figured out is, even with all the insulation that I've put over the windows, the windows has a 1-inch insulation over them. Like this right here, there's actually panels behind that. And when it's like 20 degrees outside, you can barely get it to about 50 degrees inside with the diesel heater running full blast. And so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just have to get a second diesel heater in here, you know, closer to the front, to be able to keep it warm in here. And then I'm definitely gonna need a wood burning stove. Have you finished the ceiling insulation? Yeah, all but about 4.5 inches right there at the very back. But all of the ceiling is done. We got all the lights cut in right there, the original bus lights. And I accidentally deleted all the footage, the 3 days worth of footage that I recorded putting all that up. And I probably wasn't going to use it anyway. And I put that SD card in my GoPro yesterday, and ended up wiping the whole thing like clean. And I said, uh-oh, right when I did it, I knew what I did. I was like, whatever. It's just a whole bunch of me drilling holes in the, you know, like in the ceiling and the walls, and putting those little push pin things in. I said, you guys ain't missing much of anything. It's just 3 days of me trying to put insulation up. Paragon Reed said, no problem, I know it's not you. It was so weird. Yeah. The other thing is, like, I think these people are kind of targeting my mom, because she was on Crazy Ed's live the other night, and she got blocked on that one too. So I don't know if it's someone like just reporting people's comments or something. I don't know. It could be YouTube, but I'm kind of leaning away from that a little bit. It's been going on for a little bit now, and I don't like it. YouTube has definitely been doing some weird things with the numbers, like the subscriber count. It went way down, it went way up. I don't know what the heck they're doing. they're definitely not pushing my videos out there. That's for sure. Brenda Baker said it's been happening in all the lives that I've been on the last week or so. Man, that sucks. We got Cold Beer Ranch in here. What's up, John? Look who's in the hood. Oh, all the hood jokes. Back in high school, they'd be like, David in the hood. I'm like, I don't get it. And then they call me Robin Hood, and I'm like, no, that's my brother. It's not me. My older brother, Roy, everyone called him Robin Hood. Kind of funny. And then, you know, with the whole Waco deal and my name being David, people started calling me David Koresh, and I was just like, guys, can't you find like something more original than like to call me David Koresh? What the heck, you know? If anything ever got on my nerves, that was it right there. Back in high school, they'd call me that, and I was just like, you know, what can you do about it, right? Brenda Baker said, it's looking great, David. Thank you. Tracy George said, hey, cold beer in the house. Cold beer. I hope you're bringing the, what do you call it? Your camper, the drinking headquarters. Hope you're bringing that out. I seen Greenhorn One Acre's new project. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to go check it out. He did a premiere yesterday. He's got a new project. He's actually transforming a cargo trailer into a camper. So I think it'd be super awesome if he was to bring that out, and we all three of us kind of park in the parking lot in a central location or something. We could have Party Central going on out there. I really, really, really hope that I have this bus done to the point where I can actually take it to the meetup. It may not be like live-in done, but I want it legal where I can drive it down the road. I want the fuel pump changed out on it, which that shouldn't be a problem. I already got the fuel pump. I gotta get some warm weather so I can get that thing put on, and hopefully everything will be, you know, good to go. Got to get insurance on it again. That stuff's expensive on this bus. Got to get it tagged and everything. I think with tags and everything, it's going to end up costing me like $400 some odd, paying sales tax and all that good old stuff. But I want to get this thing legal, and I want to get the roof deck put on it. I got a lot to do by April. Chrissy saying, hey John at Cold Beer Ranch, can't wait to see you guys soon. Yeah, this is going to be so awesome because Chrissy's going to be there. I'm pretty darn sure Cold Beer Ranch is going to be there. Awesome. PR, super stoked for you guys with Beeline. Heck yeah. If you guys live in the Tulsa area and you need a feed store, go check out Beeline Feeds. What is that? Is it on Highway 75, if I remember correctly? I can't remember the name of the town. If you want to throw it out there, Chrissy, feel free to do so. That is super awesome. You guys have went through, like, I seen the videos, like, showing what that place looked like beforehand and the transformation it's went through. You guys have been busy. Busy. Oh, the mobile drinking headquarters. That's what he called it. The mobile drinking headquarters. The mailbox killer. Yeah, I heard about it. I didn't see it happen, but I heard about it later on. I was like, he did what? Yes, Highway 75 in Mounds, Oklahoma. That's where Beeline Feeds is at, guys. So go check them out. You probably get to actually see Chrissy and them out there. Super awesome. 46 people watching. Cool. Thank you, Billy. We got Lobo Reyes. It says, hi, everyone from Mexico. Got Lobo Reyes in here. Let's see. Can you get the bus insured as a RV? No, not right now. I can't. I can just insure it as a bus. It's not a big deal for me. I'm not insuring it as a commercial vehicle. It's basically like a special vehicle, but I need to get the bathroom done. Like the living quarters, the sleeping quarters. I got to get all that stuff done. Then I got to get the DOT to come out and do their inspection and everything on it, which I have to actually replace some air valves on the air tank before I let them do that, because they'll fail it, because the little bleeder valves on the air tank leak, and you can't have that with air brakes, so they'll fail it for that. So I've got to get some valves for that and get those replaced so we don't have any air leaks. There's a brake control valve underneath the bus that I've got to get changed. That's probably like $150 or so. Problem is, I just have to like take that thing off and take it in to figure out what part it is. It's basically got like some dirt or debris or something stuck in one of the valves, and so when you build up air, you can hear it back there hissing a little bit. You can't have any air leaks, so I've got to get all that stuff gone through, make sure everything's good, so the DOT would be happy, and then they can like sign off on it, basically saying yes, it's been converted to an RV. Then I can get the title sent off and everything to be transferred, basically to an RV, and then my insurance should be a little bit cheaper. Redbird Farms, I gotta run. All right, we'll see you later, Brenda Baker. Thanks for being in here. It's not that special, or it would be a short bus. It's not it's not 40 feet, it's 38 foot, so it's not a full length one. Those American ones, I think they're called the All-American Bluebird. That's basically the flat nose. Those have, I want to say like 8 foot more. I'm pretty sure it's like 38 feet on the inside, like build space on those. This one here, from right behind the driver's seat to the very back end on the inside, is 30 feet, so it's pretty good size. LOL short bus comment. Okay, I see. Heck yeah, I've been in here 38 minutes, 43 people watching, 42 thumbs up. Woohoo! Yeah! Doing good tonight. I might just stick with this 6 o'clock deal, because I don't want it like switching back and forth whenever the Crockers decide to go live. It is what it is. And they had the 7 o'clock p.m. live time slot or whatever long before I did. And he threw it out there, said, hey, anybody wants it, you guys take it. And I waited for a week, and then I was like, well, I don't think anyone else is going to do it, so why not me, So I said, I'll take it, and it's been doing amazing. And I tell you what, like today, I was sitting here thinking, man, I was wanting to actually just say, all right, I'm not even going to do a live tonight. And then I said, well, no, because you guys, I kind of feel obligated to do a live now, to where, because you guys get used to that, and you want to see the live, you want to come in here and hang out with everybody else and everything. So I kind of, feel a little bit of an obligation to go live. But at the same time, I know that probably 90% of the people who watch my channel also watch the Crockers, and tonight, you guys ain't going to want to miss their 7 o'clock live. There's supposed to be some special guests out here, so you guys want to check it out. That's why I went live early. I said, you know what? I don't like missing out on their live, because then I kind of feel like I'm not in the loop anymore. and I don't like that, and I don't like feeling like I'm competing with a friend. So um, I'm I don't know. I don't know if anyone else goes live at 6 o'clock. If you guys know of anyone that goes live at 6, sorry if I'm stepping on their toes, but it is what it is. It's a semi-short bus. I actually was looking at getting I think it was a 8-window bus that was over in Oklahoma City. It was actually like $500 cheaper than this one. It had brand spanking new tires on it, but the rims that it had were the older style rims, and I really don't like those. And I mean, it was probably a better bus. It was older. It had a 12 valve Cummins in it. I mean, that's the motor that you really would want if you know anything about motors. But this one here had the 7.3 liter, basically the Ford Power Stroke diesel motor in it. And I said, well, I kind of like that one. I know that's a good motor. I know what they can pull and everything, and there's a lot of aftermarket stuff out there that you can put on it to get more power out of it and all that sort of stuff. I am trying to keep the bus as light as I can, to where if I do end up going in the mountains or anything, that I can pull those hills pretty good. But I mean, this is a good bus. It was a lot closer than having to drive 5.5 hours, whatever, to Oklahoma City, and maybe or maybe not get that other bus. And now that I got this one, and looking at the amount of space in it, I'm super glad that I got this one, because yeah, it's it's kind of tough to you're measuring out inches by inches, like, okay, I've got this much room for this much room for that. Now, as far as like bunk beds, I don't even know if I'm going to be putting bunk beds in here anymore. I actually kind of changed things around a little bit. You can see those 3 windows right there. That's actually where I'm planning on putting a dinette right there. And then right here, those windows, that's where the couch will be. And then this right here will likely be like a pantry or storage area. Then right here, there's going to be a wall, and then this is where the toilet will be. And then this right here is just kind of the area right in front of the toilet. And this right here, I'm planning on putting basically kind of like a dresser right there. So it's all starting to come together, and I can really kind of visualize it now. Special guest Cold Beer Ranch. That'd be cool. Yeah, no, he's an Indian giver. He's taking it back. That's fine. I like watching them. So, let's see. Billy in North Carolina said, check into licensing of your bus in Vermont. Everything by mail. There are Skoolie builders how-to videos online. Yeah, the biggest hurdle I've run into on mine is that this bus is originally from Texas, and so I can't get anything done on it without getting the ID/OD done, and that's basically I've got to get it inspected, and where they verify the VIN number and the odometer. So once they do that, and I pay for all that or whatever, which ain't real expensive or anything, then I can actually pay for getting the title changed over and everything. They told me I would be just as well off to do that, get the title changed over in my name just as a bus, and then once I get the conversion completed and I can get that inspection done, then I can send the title off and get it switched over basically into an RV, which the lady I talked to wasn't very knowledgeable, and she was like, well, you can't get it actually registered as an RV. It's what they call a special vehicle. And I said, no, I don't think so. I think you're wrong. I kind of argued with her a little bit. I said, look, it's going to be an RV. It's going to have everything an RV has basically. and I want to be able to insure it as an RV. And she said, well, in Missouri, your insurance ain't going to change by much, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, if, like, the insurance company didn't give me a hassle on it, they're just like, well, it's just a bus. Lots of people buy buses and we insure them. So, and it's not as much as, like, my commercial vehicle insurance, when I owned my semi-truck, that was expensive. That was super expensive. The bus is not that much. So I don't know if it's really going to save me a lot of money on insurance. So, did you start at 6? I thought it was 7. I normally do 7. I think I'm actually going to change it to 6. Let's see. Paragon Ridge Ranch said Sid goes at 6:30 on Fridays. Yeah, I was always missing her lives, and she pops in here from time to time too. Yeah, I was always, always was missing the Crouch Ranch, and that sucks, but it is what it is. There's Doc Schneider. I'm in CST, Central Standard Time, I guess. Current time is 5:35. What, am I behind? Good night, everyone. XOXO. Dave, I'll catch you later. All right, Chrissy, we'll see you. Jeff messing around. Said, hey, Dave. Skoolie is coming along nice. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Been busting my butt on it. Everyone saying bye to Chrissy. See, Doc Schneider said, I live just north of Dave in Nebraska. It's cold up there. There's Possum Run. What's up, Mama V? She said, I'll be here till 7 when Dogman Homestead starts his live. He's having a special live for me tonight. Awesome. I'll probably have to go check that out. At 7 o'clock, I'll be watching the Crockers. Kind of dedicated my time to that. Skoolie is going great. Good job so far. Thank you. Been busting butt on it. Man, this table's like wobbly, moving around on me. Yeah, I can't wait till I can actually get out here and start squaring up the boards and everything. I've got some like 1/4 inch thick pine boards. I want to say they're like 1/4 by 8, but that the way they dried, they kind of look sort of like a rainbow. So I gotta re-straighten them. I gotta put them back on the sawmill and mill them down a little bit, get them straightened back out, and then I gotta run them through the planer. So that's going to be like a full day out here just running boards through the planer, getting them smoothed up. So I have boards to put along like here, like the trim and everything, and get things framed out. Let's see. Going to be in your neck of the woods tomorrow, picking up 2 dogs from Wheaton, Missouri in the morning. Awesome. Yeah, Wheaton's not very far from me. I used to haul... well, kind of over that direction. I used to deliver at, what is the name? I think it's Tyson over in Purdy, Missouri. Also used to deliver to Schooler, the Schooler Corporation in Purdy. I used to actually deliver to people like Beeline feed store, the smaller mom and pop feed stores. They would get a big bin to where they could hold about 1,000 bushels of like deer corn or something like that, and I would go and pick up 900 and some odd bushels or whatever of corn from a farm or whatever from, say, like Nevada, and then I would haul out to Oklahoma or whatever and deliver to feed stores like that would sell for cattle or for deer or whatever. There's some good money in selling corn to deer hunters. I've seen the small silos set up here and there, especially out in Kansas, like western Kansas and stuff. you see those little bitty silos. You go up there. It's kind of like the little ice machine. You know, you go and put, you know, $5 in or whatever, and you get like your ice chest filled up. But this is basically, it's a silo on wheels. You go in there, you put some money in, and it shoots out some corn for you. I don't know if you have to bring your own sack or whatever, but I've seen that people, you know, they pay the extra money for that convenience. It's kind of crazy. And then, you know, out in western Kansas, you know, central Kansas and everything, there's so many hunters that come from really, really far away, and they see that thing there, and they just pull up there and load up and take it out to throw out there for the deer or whatnot. Man, the chat has slowed down. What's up with that? Yeah, Tracy, if you want to stop on by or something, be my guest. You can stop by and say hi when you're in this neck of the woods. Oh, another funny thing here. Hey, there's Crazy Ed. I tried calling you earlier, and you were avoiding me. I don't know if you were still trying to get your pickup truck unstuck. I'd sure like to know how the heck you managed to wrap your exhaust pipe around your rear axle. It's crazy. I know that road is rough, but man, you had to be getting it to do that. I just seen your live today, and I was like, man, oh man. Anyway, so funny story right here. This right here, guys. I have been looking for this caulking gun for a very long time, right? I don't know if I said something about it before, but I just found it the other day. And, you know, I actually went to Lowe's and I bought a cheap caulking gun. You know, I could not find one like this right here. I've had this thing for many years. I don't even know where I got it. It may be from the Home Depot or something. I don't know. But this thing has never broke on me, right? And you can't find them anywhere. And I knew I still had it. And I said, you know what? The last time I used that caulking gun was I redone the caulking around our upstairs bathroom. And I was looking all over for it. And I could not find it, And my daughter, she's real big on ramen noodles, right? And so she's always right there at the microwave making these ramen noodles. And, you know, I had asked everybody in the house, I'm like, have you guys seen my caulking gun? I know I've seen it somewhere, right? And I know I've seen it, but I can't remember where it's at. And I tore the house apart for several days looking for this thing. Then the other day, I decided I wanted some ramen noodles, and I'm sitting over there, had ramen noodles in the microwave. As a matter of fact, this was when Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show and the other brother did their little video on making ramen noodles. And I thought, you know what, ramen noodles sounds good. So I went in there, I was making some, and I was standing there, and this thing has a tube of caulking in it, a brand new tube of caulking, right? And it's hanging by this hook right next to the microwave. And I'm staring right at it, and I was like, and then it dawned onto me, there's my freaking caulking gun. Like, totally out of place. It should not be hanging right there next to the microwave. Should not be there. I about, like, flipped out when I finally found it, and I had to tell my wife and my kids about it and everything. They're like, big deal, right? Some of you guys are probably sitting there thinking, really, man? Hey, I put that thing to use today. Here's the other one. Let me show you the other one here. Now, this is not the one I broke, but it's very, very similar. This is a much older one. It actually has a sticker on it for $3.79. Right there, like, look how old that is. I don't even think I paid $3.79 for it. I probably paid like 99 cents for this at a yard sale. But this thing, it doesn't have the little cutter thing on the side of it like the newer ones do. But I bought a newer one, and they have these little pinch welds right back here. And the newer one, it broke like the third, tube that I put in there, right? And I was just like, these things are junk. They're junk. So I'm just super excited that I found my caulking gun. Now it's out here in the bus, so hopefully I don't lose it again. Let's catch up on the chat here. Jeff messing around said, still with you, David? All right, cool, thank you. Crazy Ed said, no, I just sucking a big hole in it, ripped it off. He's off-roading it. If it was me, I would have just parked up there at the entrance of the property and I would have walked. But anyways, hope you got it unstuck. He said, and I have no missed calls from you. Yeah, it went straight to voicemail like 3 times, and then like the 4th time, it rang a couple times, then it went to voicemail, and I said, he's probably busy. So I quit calling him. Terry Lapine said, Nebraska here also. Oh, cool. Don Lee said, my husband spends 70% of his day looking for stuff he set down somewhere. I know the feeling. I truly do. It happens all the time to me. Like, I tell you what, if I was more organized, it would be nice. Because I'll literally have something like this in my pocket, and it'll fall out of my pocket like this did today. It fell out of my pocket in the pickup. I went into town to get a couple of tubes of liquid nail so I could glue that insulation down to the fender well. This was clipped in my back pocket. It fell out in the driver's seat of the pickup. I got back, I needed to cut those pieces, and I couldn't find the knife. I was just like, are you kidding me? Finally, I went out there to the truck, and there it was, laying in the seat. I was like, never fails. Never fails. So, Crazy Ed, did you get unstuck? There's O'Rourke's Littlefield. Saying hi to Mama V. O'Rourke said, we are trying to get organized. I cannot stand to look for something for 20 minutes and it's right under your nose. Like, and I can't possibly get organized. My shop is just way too little for what I try to do in there. And I'm constantly moving things around. The biggest problem is when somebody else goes behind me and they move something. If they use something and they put it back somewhere else, then I have no idea where it is. And, you know, it might look very unorganized, but I usually know where everything is until, you know, like when you pick up a tape measure and you got like 50 tape measures laying around and you have it clipped onto you, you use it for something, you set it down, you go in the house or whatever, and then you can't find a tape measure to save your life. Go outside and they're all inside your pickup, laying in the driver's seat or something. That happens a lot. Don Lee said, I'm very organized when I'm working on a project. I'm not. I'm not organized at all. I actually did a very long video on this sign that I did for Possum Run, actually kind of going through step by step, and I'm hoping that I can actually put that together as a tutorial video. I know a lot of people that watch my channel don't really care to ever learn how to, you know, do what I do with the CNC. And I mean, the way I do this is all free software. I don't have any expensive software to do this, so I've just had to learn how to use the open source softwares out there to put this together. And basically where I can take somebody's logo, I looked up Possum Run Homestead logo. It's what I searched for on Google. Lucky for me, there's actually a good picture of it out there. Just a second. My throat was getting dry. So anyways, basically, I download the picture. Then I have to open that up in Inkscape. Then I have to do a trace bitmap on that, which is like you're just sitting there changing settings on it for the, like, say, the edge detection. And basically, it kind of turns it into sort of like pencil art. If you can actually open that up into your phone and use like a pencil art app, if you guys are wanting me to do something with your logo or something like that, if you can take color out of it and everything and make it just like a SVG file or DXF, something like that, this basically line art, that helps out a bunch. Another thing is I have to actually go in a lot of times and get rid of a lot of detail, like this right here. I actually did another carving of this in a 3.5 by 4, so basically the size of a coaster, and there was too many lines in this right here. Okay, I had to get rid of a lot of the lines right here, so you can still kind of see that, you know, it looks like boards, right? But I had to get rid of a lot because it was basically trying to carve all of this out, and it wasn't going to work. So that's the kind of stuff that it takes me hours and hours and hours. I mean, it literally took me all day to do this. Even though that video was like 11 and a half minutes long or something, I cut out a bunch, a bunch. It takes a very long time to carve it, for one. I had the machine carving at 50 inches per minute, which is fairly fast for red cedar. You definitely wouldn't want to do that with oak or anything. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You go into Inkscape and basically turn it into like pencil art. Then you got to take and put that into, I opened it up in Paint Shop Pro, and that is where I actually separated it, where I took these words right here, made them a separate file, saved it as a separate file. You have to save it as a bitmap, and then you got to take bitmap and you open that up in what was it called? I can't even remember right now. There's another program that actually creates the G code. The G code is actually the language that the CNC uses to, you know, make the stepper motors, you know, so many steps this way, so many steps this way, that kind of thing. I know, it's probably getting pretty boring now, sitting here talking about all the specifics. Why I don't do videos on the tutorial type stuff or whatever. I've had a lot of people comment, they're like, man, you need to name this video a tutorial, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, my channel is really not about tutorials. I'm probably the worst person to try and learn how to run a CNC from, because I don't know that much about it. I'm just kind of scraping by the skin of my teeth to get this right here done. So let's see, someone said bye Mama V, bye Possum Run, we'll see you. She said okay, gotta run, have a great night, y'all, see y'all later. Yeah, we'll have to get that thing shipped out to Mama V here pretty soon. Crazy Ed said, to answer your question, Dave, no, I didn't get unstuck. Bummer. Possum Run, oh, if I had known, I could have sent you a SVG file I used for my shirts. Huh. That would have saved me about 5 minutes. To go through that and get it figured out, that wasn't like the biggest thing. It was basically actually doing like a test carve, and then, you know, looking at it and saying, no, that's not going to work, I can't make that work or whatever. That's usually what I got to do, is I have to do a test carve, see how it's going to turn out. The Crockers, when I carved that one, basically they're the Crockers logo with the house or whatever. That thing right there, that took me 2 days total to come up with that one. But there was a lot of detail in it, a lot of detail. Like down at the bottom, there's like a bunch of, it looks like a log, and it says the Crockers. The word the, it completely carved it out. It just, you lose so much detail. When you try to get really fine detail, the wood likes to chip out, and you end up losing a bunch of detail on stuff like that. So it is an art, I guess, to get things just right. Let's see. Man, I forget half of what I set out to show people. Living the life of an old person very well. Hey, I mean, I know what that's like, and I'm not even that old. Crazy Ed said hello to everyone in the chat. Motocross chick, TR Henning, howdy y'all. I'm guessing that's what that means is motocross chick, MX. It's really hard for me to be on point for stuff like that, for me to catch it and make sense of it. Let's see. And what sucks is I can't get no one to help me. Yeah, you need somebody with more than a four-wheel drive. You need somebody with a winch. Yeah, I know my truck won't pull you out, and my truck's not four-wheel drive. And like today, the roads are bad. They got better, but tonight it's going to refreeze, and so we're going to have ice like really really bad, and it just I have no way to get out there to you. Otherwise, I would have come out and picked you up. We could have went and got a come along or something. I can't even, with my truck, I can't even drive all the way out to where your truck is. I wouldn't even attempt that because I don't want to get my truck stuck or end up with a flat tire. Like last time I went out there, I barely made it home and I had a flat tire from going out there. And I think what happened was I was bouncing up and down that road trying not to get stuck, which, back then wasn't even near as bad as it is probably there now with all the slushy snow and the freeze and thaw that we've had. I can just imagine, man. If I had gas money, I would come out there and I would help you get it unstuck, but I can't drive my truck all the way to where your truck is. I do have chains. I don't have a come along. Something like a high lift jack or a really good come along would be very helpful. I mean, if I could drive my truck to wherever your truck is at, which I don't really want to do, but I could pull my trailer down there with that 12,000 pound winch, and if I park the back end of the trailer up against a tree and I hooked onto your truck, there's two things that's going to happen. Either your truck's going to come unstuck or I'm going to rip your truck in half, one or the other. So if I had gas money to get out there and back, I would probably come out there and help you. And we'd figure something out. I'm pretty good at getting things unstuck. I used to be a record driver, and those guys are going to charge you $50 or $65 an hour to winch. And I'll tell you what, you get a wrecker to come out there on that property, you're probably going to pay them a couple $1,000s to drive back in there. They'll get to that road, they'll get to that big dip or something. That's probably as far as they're going to go. They're going to turn around and say, no, see ya. They're not going to tear up their equipment out there just to try to get you unstuck. I do have a come along. I just bought one today. Well, cool. Do you just need more chains or something to reach another tree or what? Don Lee said, wow, Dolores, 18 inches of snow. Oh, let's see. Dolores said, here in Massachusetts, going to get some ice tonight. Today rain, last week 18 inches of snow. Shoot, dang. Wow. Let's see. I've been on here for an hour and 8 minutes. O'Rourke said, gotta run, glad you're better. Just wait, the 60 mark changes everything. I imagine. Motocross chicks. Yes, laughing. Tracy is my name. Awesome. Good to see you. All right. Well, Ed, I'm going to have to hop out of here. I'll probably call you here in a little bit, talk a little bit more, but my biggest problem right now is I don't have the gas money to make it there. I've got a bad steer tire on my pickup right now. I would hate to come out there and end up with a flat or something and be stuck myself. But in the next couple of days, things should be clearing up quite a bit. I just hope you can get unstuck. If somebody ends up sending me money to come help you or something, I might be heading that way. And I'd probably end up dragging my log arch trailer out there. And if I could get to you with the log arch trailer, I would have to probably walk it first, um, get down there to it or whatever. If I could get backed up to you, I could just hook up to you with the log arch, lift it up, get boards or something put underneath of it or something, get it out of there. I have to change there. Just no trees close to me. Pull me backwards so I can cut muffler off to get unstuck. JB Conway said, David, how can I get you the money fast? Facebook Pay is probably the best. I get it immediately, and Facebook Pay does not take any money out. But yeah, we're talking like a few $100s for me to go out there and help him. If you can make that happen, I've got the time. I've got my log arch trailer and my pickup, and I can head out there tomorrow. But my not Hood's Custom Shop, but my Facebook David Hood. I guess if you find me on there, send me a message or something. We'll make sure you need to make sure it's me first before you send any money through that. But that basically it goes through immediately onto my card, and they don't take anything out like PayPal or anything like that. So yeah, I know if I take the log arch trailer out there, if I can get to him without getting myself stuck, if I can put that log arch trailer up against a tree, it's either going to pull him out or it's going to rip the truck in half, one or the other. So yeah, Don Lee said Facebook Pay, he will get 100%. Yeah, I think it was Don Lee sent me a little bit on Facebook Pay, and she's like, this is the way to do it. I was like, yeah, it is for sure. You are the man of endless acts of kindness. Well, I mean, he's my friend, and I hate to see him like in a real serious predicament that he's in. I just, JB said, call me. Okay, I'll call you here after live. Where are you at, Ed? Are you past the big like ravine? Did you make it through that? Are you past that or closer to the road? Gene Ackland, convoy to Ed's. We got us a convoy. You guys know that my CB handle was the duck, right? I have a gold duck that used to be on the hood of my semi-truck. I was the duck. So I used to listen to that. Man, I can't even remember who it was. I want to say Red Sylvain, but I'm probably wrong. Somebody did the Convoy song. Somebody correct me. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but Ed says you'd have to back up all the way for the main entrance. Nah. I would get out there and I would walk it first and really kind of see. But yeah, I mean, backing up from the main entrance wouldn't be a big deal because I mean, shoot, if I got stuck, I always got the winch on the trailer to pull myself backwards. There's lots of trees out there, and I've got lots of chains and stuff. So I spent my teenage years stuck a lot. I used to have a 88 Ford Bronco too, and a buddy of my brother, actually he still works at Joplin Petro, the truck stop there, and that's actually where I got that duck from. But he had a Toyota four-wheel drive pickup, and my brother had a Pathfinder. And then later on I bought a Jeep. It was I want to say it was a 67 CJ7, 60 something, I can't remember exactly. Shoot, it might have been a 70, so I can't remember. I remember it was a CJ7. It was yellow and black. Looked a lot like the one Jason Crocker has, but older. It had a straight 250 something. I want to say it's a 258 straight six. Barbie Cerna, $10 super chat. Blessings to you always. Thank you. Let's see. I'm missing some stuff here. Gene Ackland, 41.36 played this on their way to Arkansas. Oh, did they? Heck yeah. And I posted on Facebook. I took a picture of my old semi truck and the duck. I still have the duck that used to be on the hood. That duck's got well over 1 million miles on it. It's a golden convoy duck. But yeah, I'd put that up there, and praying for their safe travels. That's awesome. Let's see. Crazy Ed said, David, after you come down that big hill and you make that right hand turn around those two trees, I'm sitting right there in that turn. And I don't know where that is. I basically kind of remember where that ravine is at. And the ravine is kind of what really worried me a little bit. And then the little spot where you kind of have to go around that big old pile of mud and dirt and stuff in the side of the road. Why the heck they done that and didn't clean that up just is beyond me. C.W. McCall. That's who it is that did the convoy song. C.W. McCall. See, I knew I was wrong, but that's who did the convoy song. C.W. McCall. I walked around a car show together. Really? Now that's cool. Right? That is cool right there. You walked around a car show with C.W. McCall. That is something to have in your bucket list right there. I'm pretty sure he's long gone, but that is awesome. That's a good name for the bus, is Duck. Hey, we might have to do that. We'll just call it the Duck, and I'm going to put the gold duck on the hood. Gotta put the duck on the hood. That gold duck on the hood of my 98 Peterbilt is what sold my 98 Peterbilt for $30,000. It was I paid $50 for it, but it was basically an $18,000 truck. But when it's got a reputation, that's what sold it for. What it sold for, and that's how I was able to get my sawmill and pay the truck off and everything. I had a reputation. The truck had a reputation. I went out there and I busted my butt. I did care about safety. I never once got into an accident, so I had years and years of safe driving, but I busted butt. I was a bit of an outlaw back in the day. And in the oil field, you got away with a lot more. Or the gold duck. Yeah, my Peterbilt was the gold nugget. Gold nugget. Is it like one of those rubber ducky? You want me to go get it? I can go grab it real quick. It's not a rubber duck. They call it the convoy duck. There's Beth Cornett. Put the duck on the bus and call it Duck. Let me go grab the duck real quick. I can't believe I'm still in here. I'm missing the Crockers. Hang on. I'll be right back. Wow, it has refrozen out there. It's crazy. There it is. He's got a cigar hanging out of his mouth there. Some people paint the eyes red on him. It's hollow. Look at that. It's got a spider in it. But anyways, You put, I think it's quarter 20 bolt threads right there. Goes in that. That's how it mounts to the hood. That's what that shiny hiney right there. I've looked at that shiny hiney for a few million miles. But there's a movie out there. I think it's called Death Proof, and they have a chrome duck like that right there on the hood. And then the Convoy, of course. I think it's more famously known as the Convoy duck. But yeah, we'll be putting that on the hood of the truck. The guy I sold the truck to, he was like, "So I get the duck, right?" And I said, "Oh, no. You don't get the duck. You got to earn the duck. You have to actually go out and buy your own, put it on the hood, and you got to put millions of miles on that truck, and that's how it gets to be your duck. You don't give away something like that right there. This right here costs several $100s to get, and the gold ones are rare. They're hard to find. You can get black ones, you can get chrome ones. They're a dime a dozen, but the gold one, yeah, they're hard to get. Oh, that duck. I love that duck. Yeah, it's not a rubber ducky, but that's it. The duck. I actually, if you go look on my Facebook, there is a picture of this. I forget where Labby Mint is. There's a company called Labby Mint. And I was actually leased on to CFI with that 98 Pete with this duck on the hood, and there was a yellow and black butterfly that had got hit and was like stuck right in here. I forget which side, but there's a picture of that on my Facebook. It's probably way back, but he looked so mean. Like it's like he had that butterfly in a headlock, and I mean, it was a cool picture. And I was out there at Labby Mint. I want to say, oh shoot, I'm wanting to say that's like close to Idaho or something like that. But yeah, I've been on here for an hour and 22 minutes, guys. I'm gonna have to jump off here because I want to go check the Crockers Live. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hopping in here, and I just had a blast getting to talk with y'all. I've got to make some phone calls now. So we'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Hopefully I'll see you over at the Crockers Live. So bye. See you later.